party matters, because there are different values that different folks associate with the party they decide to affiliate with. And whether you're one party, another party, or no party, it says something about your philosophy, your value system, what you think is important. And where does it trickle down to the local level? Well, it trickles down in education funding, as one example, as Deirdre Burns mentioned at our caucus. It trickles down in many other ways. How about how we feel about anchoring oil barges in the Hudson that happen to sit right over the water supply for the village of Rhinebeck, as well as residents of Franklin? It trickles down in lots of different ways that matter. So I would say, just remind you that party matters at the local level. And you'll hear some saying that on the local level we should be apolitical, nonpartisan, and we understand what people are talking about, but that doesn't mean that party doesn't matter. And this year it does. We have a really fine a cast of candidates for election. Gary Bassett is an incumbent trustee. He's up for mayor. We have incumbent trustee Gina Fox. And we have Rick Lewit, who ran last year for trustee and lost by a mere handful of votes. A mere handful of votes. And we're very pleased to have Judge Will Sanchez running in our one of our longer serving members of the community. So I want to give our candidates a chance to say a little bit about why they're running, why they need your support on election day, why they need you to talk your friends into coming out and voting on election day, because we think the election is going to be very close and we would like to win. Gary.
Good evening.
Hello.
I mean, just look around. You can feel this, right? Something's about to occur, and what's about to occur is the election, right? And this is our chance now, as a candidates and myself running for mayor, to start putting a brick into the foundation of what happened in November. Warren's talked about, we're coming off that election. It meant a lot. It meant a lot to us. But now we need to start. We have a grassroots involvement that's happening. You can feel the ground just rumbling around you, and the information that's being shared. This is our chance to make that change happen for you, and to get some progressive Democrats that are in place, on the board, that will support and listen to your voices. That's what needs to happen. We need to listen, and we need to share that information, and we need to communicate. And you need to be able, we need to hear you to make that happen. What's happening currently in our government, where we've had, as Warren mentioned, barges that are possibly going to be parked on our river. We missed a major opportunity for our mayor to participate in that. There is a coalition of mayors and supervisors that have met continuously on this subject. Our mayor did not show, right? Nor did our mayor let any of the trustee members, Gina or myself, know about that so that we could participate. So that's communication. When I talk about communication, we need to make communication happen, right? And if we have disagreements with people, we're not going to attack those people. We're going to try to work with those people. Right? Yes. And there will always be some sort of disagreement. We're not going to get along. I'm not saying we always need to be consensus, but we're elected and we need to work together. And to work together requires communication. This is our chance. It starts here and it starts with us, and we're going to win.
For those who say that politics don't matter, I call bullshit on that. And I am proud to run as a Democrat, and I'm proud to run as a progressive Democrat, and if I could run as a socialist, I would. Yay! But so this could be my last election. But I have two things that I really want to accomplish, and then I'll be out of your hair forever. I want to get Astor and Montgomery paved, and I want to see my grant for shared services study taken through. And if I were to leave the board, it would have to go back to the drawing board and start all over for another year. So those are the two things that I really want your support to get me reelected. And also being the only women's voice on the board, I think, is an important thing. And I'm loud and I'm angry and I'm an annoyance, but yeah. guys bring to the table. And I just look forward to serving you for one more term.
Excellent.
So, my name is Rick Lewit. My involvement with the Democratic Party, I just realized, goes back to my handing out shopping bags for George McGovern at the Bonwit Teller in White Plains. I was taking the bus by myself down to campaign headquarters and handing out buttons for George McGovern. I'm really proud to be on the same ticket with Gary and Gina. As you know, I ran last year. I missed by 6 votes. In the course of this campaign, I had the chance to do 2 things. One of it was spend the time walking and talking with Gary and Gina. And I've gotten to know their integrity and their passion. And one of the things that I want to do is come in and help them create the climate and the communication and the sort of village government that works. Because when I started campaigning last year, I saw that village government didn't work. People didn't talk with one another. They didn't pick up the phone and call the village, call the town. And that's just silly, right? In this day and age, we're gonna have to work together. And that's one of the things that I really want to do. I would like to be able to reach out, hear what people have to say. I want to work with the fellow members of the board, and I want to make it a policy of the Rhinebeck Village Board that we are connected. We're connected to the town, we're connected to the county, we're connected to the state, and we're connected to the federal government. So with my 2 running mates, I believe that we can make a real difference on the village board.
Excellent.
It's a non-political position, but if the judge is here, would he like to say
There's
something?
politics. There's where politics takes the next step.
I want to just thank everybody for your support. Believe it or not, I'm finishing my 21st year on the bench. And I don't want to see many of you here who've watched me grow in Rhinebeck and learn to look at the problems and the issues that are affecting our communities and our county. And I tell you, I'm really proud of everybody in this community. It means a lot to me for us to be united and work together and to help each other out, because it's tough out there. Right now, I just got out of court. I have burglaries, I have heroin, opiate works, you name it. We have a lot of issues that are just overtaking our communities. And we need to have solid government in order to address those issues, because the justice courts are just a reactive court. We're looking at a problem, we're trying to find resources, we're trying to make a bad situation better. And we do need effective government. And I just want to thank everybody for their support and their hard work. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
So just to close that thought, as Will Sanchez just said, we have a lot of issues to deal with in our community. Some are very visible, some are not so visible. The drug epidemic we don't even talk about, but it's right there below the surface, and anyone who gets in school is well aware of it. We will only address these issues by working together. We can see at the national level, we're running in the other direction. Well, we have to build from the grassroots up, and that's never been clearer than it was after November. So it starts here, it starts now, and it starts with us. Thank you.
Thank you.